Welcome to part 1 of my not-so-built-in bunk beds. Follow along if you are interested in learning how to build what looks like built-in bunk beds that are not permanent. Step 1 is to find a bunk bed frame that you like. I opted for the low bunk bed that was on the ground so that my girls could have equal headroom, splitting the room in half. I hate the up-high bunk beds where the person on top has no room, and I needed this to be a very useful space. My biggest mistake for the entire thing was purchasing a metal frame. When I originally purchased it, I had no intentions of doing this, and then my brain started spinning with ideas. Having a metal frame made this project way harder, so don't do it. I did get this frame for almost free on OfferUp, so maybe that makes it a little bit better, but if you have the choice, definitely go for a wood frame. Here's why. I did not want the black frame to be exposed, so I had to create a face frame to hide it. I also needed the frame in order to attach a ladder. If I had had a wood frame, I wouldn't have needed to do any of these extra steps, and it would have made the whole process a lot easier. I also decided to go up above and cut off all the railings because they weren't really necessary anymore and they looked bad. I ended up adding a shorter wood railing on the window side so that her feet weren't falling into the windowsill, and obviously the one on the front, but the one on the bottom and top were not really needed. If you had a wood frame, it would allow you to simply attach both pieces to the wood frame with screws that you could easily remove to take it apart when you were done or needed to change something. There are so many bunk beds on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. If you really like this style where it splits the room in half and you're watching this video because you plan to make this, then you probably have the skills to make a frame like this out of 2x4s. But if not, I'm sure you can find one online. Quick note, make sure that your bed is not actually on the ground if it is over a heater. I had a heater over by the window, so I needed to raise my frame up on 2x2s in order to allow that heat to come out. If I hadn't done this, obviously the room could get really cold, but I live near Seattle and it's really wet, so I would end up with a lot of mold issues as well. So go find your frame and meet me back on Monday for how to build the first pillar.